First one is, what is your main coping mechanism? I think my main coping mechanism is just coping. Like, it's just that. I think I read a quote yesterday that I think explains it in a really good way, and it's one of the best things you can do while it's raining is just to let it rain. I don't try to combat it. I don't try to act like I'm happy when I'm not. I try not to sink in to my depression and anxiety and sadness. I just kind of let it wash over me like waves. Number 2, have your friends been there for you? Abso-freaking-lutely, they have been there for me. I think sometimes it's hard for my friends to understand what I'm going through because the loss of an immediate family member is so much deeper, I feel like, than anything. You know, it's just really, really difficult to lose someone that you're used to having coffee with every day. But my friends have absolutely been there for me, you know, like, between, like, the day that my dad died and, like, probably, like, 2 weeks, they were in and out of my house with, like, just, my friends bought me donuts and a stuffed animal one day, my friends got me caramel frappe, Chinese food. They would just come over to my house to hang out with me and just talk to me like things were normal, and that was really, really helpful because I feel like sometimes people don't know what to do, and they just overwhelm you with their sorrows and sadness and sympathy, and that's not really what you want. So my friends really, really kept my heart full and light during that time, so they were absolutely there for me, and I don't know how I would have gotten through all of this without them. 3, how are you on a daily basis? That's a hard question to answer. I feel like it varies every day. It varies every day. Some days I will be completely sad and completely depressed and not want to get out of bed, and some days I'll be in a really good mood and have a pretty good day, like today. And you know, I think that's one of the main things about dealing with this is there's not one set. It's not like for the first 3 months you will feel in denial. For the next 3 you will feel sad. You know, it's not like there's not a set curve of emotions. I think one thing I've just realized is you just gotta go with the flow, go with this roller coaster of life, and do whatever makes you feel better in the moment. 4, did it affect your schoolwork? Absolutely. I almost failed my math class because of everything that was going on with my family at the time. A lot of my teachers were understanding, and actually 2 of my teachers last year had husbands who died of lung cancer. Like, how crazy is that? So they were really, really helpful and understanding, very forgiving, very lenient, but it definitely did affect my schoolwork, and honestly, that was me personally. It may not affect another person, but like, once you lose a dad or a parent, you're just kind of like, okay. Like, honestly, the grades were my least of my worries at that time, in all honesty. What type of cancer did your dad have? Lung, and then it spread to his bones. Number 7, has losing your father made your family bond stronger? Absolutely. My family has gotten so much stronger and so much closer and so much more dependent on each other. Number 8, do you feel you were ready for your dad's passing? No. Like, I mean, okay, this is kind of interpreted different ways. Obviously, I was not ready for my dad to die at 15. Like, you're never really ready. But the way that it happened was we knew it was terminal, and we kind of had time to process it, get the funeral arrangements in order, say our final words, tell him I love him, all that stuff. So in that sense, I kind of was ready. Like, it wasn't like he died in a car crash and he was gone. I had time to process it, talk to him, think about it. Advice for someone in similar situations. Oh my gosh. Fake it till you make it. That's all. So the next set of questions is going to be related to Meredith, because I know you guys have been pretty curious about Meredith and her shindig. So yeah, I'm going to answer the questions right now. 1, how do you feel about judgments and stereotypes made about your sister? We don't really necessarily have like nobody walks up to her and is like, oh my god, like she's in a wheelchair, like, just because we don't live in a society like that. I hate when parents let their kids stare at Meredith. And Meredith's like really friendly, but it can kind of be interpreted weird. Like, when we go out to restaurants, she'll like grab the waiters like to try to say hi to them, but like the waiters just freak out and don't know what to do sometimes, and I just wish they would like chill out and be like, yo, like, it's okay, you're not gonna die. And then, oh, this was the best. So my mom's sister and I were in Disney World for Easter, right? Okay, well, we were riding on the Disney bus or whatever. And it was great because it was handicap accessible. Meredith loved it. Well, anyway, there was this 3-year-old boy. Mind you, Meredith was wearing a floral shirt, white capris, and pink tennis shoes. She has short brown curly hair, like, okay, she was a girl, obviously. Well, this kid looks at his mom and goes, Mama, is that a boy or a girl? And I was like, that kind of ticked me off, but this was the best. This was the best. The mom's response was, I don't know, honey, we're gonna have to ask. And I was like, alright, number 2, what condition does your sister have / what happened? I never really thought about the fact that some of you guys may think that Meredith had some kind of like accident or whatever, but she didn't. She was born like it. She was born with it. It's called mitochondrial myopathy, so basically in simple terms, it's when the enzymes that fuel her muscles don't work. She has the mentality of a 3-year-old about, but she's pretty darn stinking smart. Mitochondrial myopathy. Crazy long word. Number 3, what is it like living with your sisters? Positives and negatives. Oh my gosh. Positives, it definitely makes you, she's just so happy and positive all the time, and like she doesn't really sense danger, and like she's just so like, the littlest things make her laugh. Like you just really appreciate life more often, and you have kind of this like loose soul almost, and you just don't let things phase you as easily, because you just realize like Meredith is so appreciative of the most little things and just loves like, and she's just so giving and so loving, and you really learn to appreciate life more with her in the house. Negatives is and also positives is that she lets me steal her lip gloss and fuzzy socks. Negatives is that she's so stubborn, and like we fight all the time, and she runs over my feet with her chair, and she's annoying, but I love her sometimes. Etc. These are just like random questions that you guys asked that I'm going to answer. Wow, this is like around 10 minutes-ish. I'm pretty proud, because the first time I filmed this, it was literally 30 minutes, and I was like, nah, not gonna happen, gotta condense this down. Number 1, are you religious? If so, what religion? Yeah, girl, I'm a Christian. Number 2, how do you stay so positive? Well, I think that for me personally, I just realized the great effect that positive energy has in your life, and if you work on positive mentalities, it makes your life significantly better. Just realize that positive mentalities make your life significantly better, and so I think that's what motivates me to stay so positive. And as far as staying positive, I surround myself with the people that I love and do the things that I love, and even when things get crappy, like sometimes I think like people and or friends think that I am just this bubbly person who just hops out of bed every day and I'm always in a good mood. Like, yes, I have great days. Today was a great day. I'm in a great mood right now. There are some days where I wake up and it feels like a knife has stabbed me in the heart and I do not want to get out of bed. I've struggled with being depressed. I've struggled with anxiety. It's been a rough year for me too, guys. Like, I think sometimes I bottle all of this in and I never tell anyone how I'm feeling, and I never, I always sugarcoat things and make it look better to people in my life than it really is, and I really, really struggle on a day-to-day basis. But I think something too that I realized is don't worry about things that are out of your control, because there's no point in it, because you're just wasting energy. And there's no point in wasting perfectly good energy. Number 3, does your mom work full-time? Yes, she did. And she went back to work after Dad died, and she loves it. I think it's one of the best things she's ever done. Like, she loves the office she works in. She's just so happy, and she's one of those people that has to be kept busy 24/7 or else she goes insane. So a job's been great for her. What do you love most about your family? The thing that I love most about my family is that we stick together through any and everything and have never let anything tear us apart. Feel free to ask any side questions in the comment bar below, and if you guys want like a second part to this, I can do that too. Just let me know what you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.